story and inspiration for everybody at the leader inside you. Today, we're going to meet him. We're going to listen to him, how he transformed his mindset, how he created his creative presence, how he got his career sponsor and fast tracked his career from individual contributor consultant to manager position of, and he has right now 17 people reporting to him. So welcome, Blesson. So glad to be here, to have you here.
Thank you. Thank you, Ravi. I'm also happy to be here.
Right. Every time I meet, it's a great pleasure.
Same here.
Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so why don't we get started with your story? How was it before you joined, and how you came across the leader inside you? How did it happen?
Sure, I'll be glad to share my story.
Hmm.
I'm into the IT industry. After working in India for a couple of years, I just moved to this country, US, and
Hmm.
life has been going on as such for a while. It has been at a steady pace, I would say, in a steady pace without much progress. So, in spite of that, I always had a desire or urge to move up, but I couldn't find a way, or the paths which I followed were not leading me to where I need to or I desired to. So that's how I just joined the program, and now it has changed a bit. I won't say bit, significantly,
Significantly.
and yeah, and
Right.
yeah. Now I've changed the position. I got a promotion,
Mm-hmm.
and life is looking good. I have a vision where the program helped a lot in getting a clear vision for the future.
Nice, nice. Yeah, so like when you came to the program, I remember we first day we talked about that, I have so much potential in me. You could see that, but so many years after years, uh, you were kind of feeling stuck. So, and then I saw a good amount of like big amount of mindset shift also, that self-doubt we talk about. And how was it for you to notice that leader inside you and noticing that self-doubter and then thinking big?
So during the initial years or previously, it was all the self-doubter who was the dominant force within me. So,
Right.
so he has been, or that force has been guiding me whenever there is a
Uh-huh.
chance or whenever there is an opportunity. So
Mm-hmm.
that prevented from many of the new opportunities or many promotions that might have come to me earlier.
And then, okay.
So, yeah, after the program or after going through the program, I learned how to just calm down the self doubter and just bring up the leader within me through
Yeah.
the various techniques that are being shared in the or taught um, in the program. So
Right.
that's the main change or significant change that I've noticed. Now
Yeah.
the inner leader plays a dominant part.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. That's a great point you made for everybody to take away from here. That we say, self doubt will be always there. It's never gonna go away. But you said you are able to calm it down.
Right.
Right? So
Yeah.
the leader is the dominant force. This is where living. That's wonderful. And then I
Right.
saw that the big shift in just 8 weeks of conversation that we had, and then once you have it, you have it, right?
Right. Even though it was just a short period, 8 weeks, the techniques or the whatever matters that are being shared, those are very simple. If followed religiously, uh,
Mm-hmm.
with a lot of dedication, it applies for everyone. That's what I feel like. That's what I've experienced in my case. So this is not something complicated. Only thing is just some dedication that is required.
Right. And dedication it is, like you have been, I remember you always have been so communicative. We used to talk on WhatsApp chat
Yeah.
and you would send me messages, and that's where
Right.
your dedication showed up.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's something which I need to mention. So the support, the
Hmm.
constant support. I
Hmm.
remember the after each session there's a follow up, and
Hmm.
so the program is designed in a way that we are kind of forced to do whatever assignments that are being given. So that's the beauty of the program that I felt like.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that
So
that's
it's
where
not
we need, right? So this is the something new you are doing. When we are doing
right,
something new, sometimes we need little hand holding. So some when
right,
it
right,
that nudge.
right.
And you did it wonderfully. But some people come, they're a little hesitant, okay, why do I have to do this? Why do I have to do this? And you are so coachable. So you just did it. And then we started seeing the benefit
Right.
of it,
Yeah,
which
I
is
think that really benefited whatever programs that I went through, and the follow-ups that all helped, really helped.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
wonderful. And how is it for you, this executive presence? How you made it shift? What is different now when you're talking in a meeting, when you are presenting yourself to big bosses? How it is different? How you transform yourself?
So the executive presence is really helping me
Mm-hmm.
now in a way.
Mm-hmm.
You have shared some of the matters or techniques that needs to be done before every meeting.
Mm-hmm.
So I always try follow that. And so one advantage is the response, or I can provide more meaningful response in a meeting. That's one thing that
Mm-hmm.
I felt like before. What I used to experience was distraction. Right now,
Mm-hmm.
I can be on the meeting. Right,
Mm-hmm.
my mind and body would be in the meeting instead of
Right.
body being in the meeting and mind wandering away. So
Wondering.
that's a tremendous change that I've seen.
Right.
The ability to keep the mind within the meeting, and
Right.
thereby giving productive
Correct.
outputs, or taking whatever that's being grasping whatever that's being shared in a meeting. So
I
that's
know.
a significance of
And
it.
I had to notice this one thing, that you have been so consistent. You not only just took this mind. Tell me about mindfulness before going further. How this mindfulness helped you in being this executive presence, being fully present. You are doing this mindfulness practice on consistent basis now. So how it has been helping you?
So the help that mindfulness practice helped me is one is as I mentioned, the executive presence is one
Hmm.
area where it helped, uh, be it a meeting, be it anything that I learn.
Hmm.
That is another thing. When I said executive presence in a meeting, then anything that any new technology, even though I'm in a kind of managerial role,
Hmm.
along with that there goes some learning, right, in technology as well. So that
Yeah.
helped in learning. The mindfulness helped in learning, and so
Hmm.
these are the two areas that I've felt the difference
On the
when it
right.
comes to
Yeah.
mindfulness.
Yeah, thank you for sharing this, because many of the people come to me and they say, "Oh, I'm so busy, no time to learn new technology." So this, as you say, this mindfulness not only helps us to keep our mind, but it helps in focus and concentration, so you can learn
Yeah,
faster, right?
yeah,
So,
yeah. It helps to leverage the time that we have in our hands, right?
hmm,
We don't have to stretch, or that's what I felt like. I don't have to stretch the working hours to get the things done. So
yeah,
if we are mindful, we can be more effective with the time we have in hand.
right.
Yeah.
And then what happens when you don't have to stretch yourself in the evenings with your family?
Right. That's the greatest advantage. More time with family.
Right. So then that's wonderful. Great, great. And then one more thing about this, like the consistency part of it. People know, most of the people know about this mindfulness, and then breathing exercise, and there are a lot of things. How how did you what are your mindfulness practices, and how you kind of made it consistent going forward? How was this morning calls, or whatever we established ritual that we had help you?
Yeah, I think I've been into programs before also. The main problem is we drop matters
Hmm.
after a while. So
Right.
the daily morning calls, right?
Mhm.
that's kind of a bell on my like every day I get reminded, like, okay, there's a call, I need to join. And so even
Right.
if I don't
You have
join,
the bell.
I see that there's a call. Okay, this time for me to do the mindfulness
Right.
practices. So that
Good.
that is really making a difference when it comes to this program, right? There is
Good.
follow up week after week
Hmm.
or month after month.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Correct, right. And it's always so much pleasure to see you on
Yeah.
our morning call, right? Present. And then beauty of it, like, the beauty of seeing other people on a call. It's not just me. Other people are also with me, that collective energy.
Right,
So,
right.
right.
Positive,
So it's always a
like-minded
great
people being on the call, joining
on the
together.
call.
That really makes a difference. Yeah.
Great, so wonderful. And then you then again you have been in the program for a long time now, but you keep coming to this group call even if you completed this program a year ago, and to group calls you keep coming and you always bring that calm presence and then commanding what do you call inspirational inputs that you give in a group call. How have you found these group calls for? What's your opinion about group calls? How do you find them?
Group call every week. You bring a new topic, and haven't seen a single week with that's like every time it's a new value addition for me. I learn
Mhm.
something new. And being in the group, if one question is being asked, if there are 10 people, 10 different answers. So one problem and 10 different solutions. We get
Mhm.
to see the view from 10 different people in addition to the final or the ultimate solution. So it
Yeah.
always benefited me. And we cover different aspects of a life, right? It's not only I mean, i I would say professional, personal,
Mhm.
financial, all
Yeah.
different aspects are being covered. So it helps an individual in all the ways. Yeah.
Right. Wonderful. Yeah. So that's the group energy. And this is where I feel that I can just sit back, relax, and everybody else each other teaches and coaches each other. So right.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
In addition, we see a group of highly motivated,
Exactly.
talented people. So we
Yeah.
get information from multiple people on
Correct.
a single topic that we discuss. So that's great.
And this group is going to be there forever, right? So
Yeah.
once we are together, we are together. So we'll watch everybody's success stories. Just last week we have Anand, tomorrow Soumya is coming. So we watch each other's story and then we inspire each other and see how we are growing. That is, means I can inspire, Tony Robbins can inspire, but when we see stories of similar people like us, then that's the big boost that
Yeah.
happens in group call. Great. And how was this? Here's my take on this, right? So one-on-one coaching, which has transformed my life. We could always go to this webinar and read the books, but unless that we open up, we talk our deeper thought to someone who is skilled professional too, and who has the expertise. And when I hired my coaches, I started having coaching from professional coach. My life changed. So how was this one-on-one coaching experience for you?
As you said, the seminars or the books, that's a one-way transmission.
Hmm.
But unlike a seminar or a book, I this is a customized solution, I would say. So whatever problem that I have, I can just express it to the coach, and
Hmm.
the coach would give me the right customized solution for me. Right.
Hmm.
So it's not a generic solution. It's an answer to what the problem that I face. That's a
Hmm.
beauty that I've seen,
Oh,
right,
yeah.
many a times.
Right. And you and I work closely one on one, and we have other coaches now. But I had that pleasure to work with you one on one. Every time after the call, I got inspired. Oh wow, okay. Looking at the transformation shift in your thoughts, and then action you took, and every time we met, you celebrated. You had something always to celebrate.
Yeah.
One interesting thing. You changed your you added so many things in your morning routine apart from work thing,
Right.
right?
So yeah, yeah. So
Your leader was telling me so many things to do. You started doing those. Tell us about those to our other people to get inspired about. It's not just about career. There's more to it.
right. So one other thing that quickly comes to the mind is the workouts, daily workouts. So
Okay.
you have been an inspiration for me for the workout. So it has I've stopped it way before coming to the training program. So after started attending the training program, I've been consistent in doing the workouts. So
Mm-hmm.
it might be sometimes in evening because of the work schedules, but I ensure that the workouts are being done.
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing. Then the journals that you have mentioned, right?
Oh,
So that is all being consistently being done, which helped
good.
me a lot. Yeah.
Wonderful. Great. So tell a little bit about how your career, in the sense work life, in work change, like you got now, how many people you have, and what kind of bigger responsibility, what kind of role do you play now compared to before? How
Yeah.
exciting work is now. The best part of your work now.
Yep. So before I was an individual contributor, as I mentioned before, in the IT industry.
Hmm.
Now I've changed. I got promoted to the role of a manager, where I manage a team of 17 members. So
Wow.
now it's a different sphere, different space.
Hmm.
New things are happening. Uh, so new learnings, and I'm sure whatever techniques that are being learned in through the program is being applied, and I see the results. So
Hmm.
I can clearly say I see the results, and now I have a clear vision about how my future is, and I
Hmm.
have the steps to go towards the goal that I've set. So
Right.
that's the
Wonderful.
current stage. Yeah.
I love that you said that you have a vision now and the steps to do it. Because it's not about just getting one promotion. It's not just
Right.
getting that full position. It's about having that skill to get promotion after promotion. You
All
got
right.
one.
Yeah, I remember your words. Think about the position, not just above, but
Mhm.
something beyond that. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that time you were thinking about director. Now what? Now what is now?
The level above that. Yeah.
Awesome. Wonderful. So this is what I totally, we do this creative visualization, right? So my today we're creative visualization. We're gonna meet after a year or maybe 1.5 year, and the next step.
Right. Right.
Wonderful. Great, great. Now here is interesting thing, right? When people watch these success stories and they say, "Oh, it worked for Blesson. Will it work for me?" What will you say them? How would you inspire, motivate them? Or
Yeah, I'm sure. I mentioned I had many problems. Like I would say,
Mhm.
the self-doubter was the dominant force within me, and I
Mhm.
think if it worked for me, I'm sure it would work for everyone else, because
Mhm.
the techniques and the training programs are designed. Each and every session in the training program I've seen is very simple, easy to follow. There's no robotic science involved in that. It's very
Mhm.
simple that anyone can follow. Only
Mhm.
thing is we just need to follow. That's not what I felt like, and
Right.
I think I that's what I've seen. It's very
Right.
simple, and it's working for me. Yeah.
Great. And that's the point. I say system works. It's very simple. You just have to do the work. If you do the work, it will work.
Yeah.
And it works for you. And
Yeah.
it is a proof. Super nice. And then it's not just about career. Your entire life changed. Your personal life, family life. Would you like to share something about it? Because that's what we work for, right? It's not about just a career. How it
Right.
made a change in your personal life. What happened?
So, as part of the program, many areas of life are being touched. One is,
Mhm.
as I mentioned, the workouts. Workout. So previously, I was not that consistent in doing workout. So
Mhm.
after the start of workout, every day it's more energy that comes into us or myself when we do the workout. So that helped in being a better person in terms of health, right? Health wise, I became better. Then
Mhm.
we covered the different financial aspects, right? So that helped, right, in financial planning. That helped from SPR out of the office work. then
Hmm.
spending more time with the family, being a
Hmm.
better husband, being a better father. So all these are being
Right.
uh,
You just brought in the husband thing. So we teach this skill of listening.
right.
How it has been helping.
Previously, I had a tendency to give the answer right before a question. So the answers were ready made, kind of. Because of the mindfulness practice, or
Mhm.
helping to learn or practice the listening skills, helped a lot in getting to
Yeah.
listen to my spouse, to my wife, and
Yeah.
that made a difference. Yeah.
That made a big difference, right? The happiest wife is who has a listening husband. So
Right.
great.
Right.
So happy to hear that. And then you bought this house, and then all the
Right.
things.
Right. Yeah.
Wonderful, super nice. So not only the emotional, but the physical life changed too.
Right. I think once the positivity started coming in, it would start reflecting in multiple aspects. As you said, multiple other things happened in personal sphere. Is all
So super nice.
very good. Yeah.
Eh, super nice. I've been witnessing your story, but revisiting this whole story, and it's so gratifying and so fulfilling for me to see that, to watch your transformation. It's an honor and privilege to do that.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you for the time today. You took the time from your family for doing this, to inspire hope everybody else, people who is watching this will get inspired. So here is for everybody, that Blesson took that first step. He made this transformation, but we always have to take first step. And what was this first step? The first step is he watched the webinar, the webinar of 5 steps to um, reach high position, and that got him inspired. And then he set up appointment with us, and then how this whole engagement started. So take that first step. Take the first step. Just watch that webinar. I'm going to post a link here. Watch that webinar. Get inspired. Hear other people's stories, and just see if that resonates with you. And I hope it will, as it has inspired so many people. And reach out to us, and then we will love to talk with you and create a similar story, just like Blesson, and get your career rocking. Once again, Blesson, thank you so much for giving your time and being here and inspiring everybody, bringing this bigger value to this world.
My pleasure. Thank you. Thank you for the great opportunity of getting into the training program. Thank you very
Mm. Okay, wonderful. So, bye everyone. Wishing you all happiness and success, and we will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is Soumya's Facebook Live, so I hope you guys will show up again today. Bye.
much. Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.